Well, I think the one thing that they knocked us back a little bit was their size and length. You know, they have a big team. Their wings are really long, and we didn't shoot the ball well. I think the guys, what we saw on tape too, is we were a little rushed. You know, we had more openings. We forced some tough shots when we could have had an opportunity to make the extra pass and get an even better shot. And they're such a good shot blocking team. They funnel you to those shot blockers. And if you shoot those crazy shots in the lane where you're off balance, they lead to fast breaks. And they really hurt us, and we turned it over. So, you know, really, to me, bad shots and turnovers led to a lot of open floor opportunities for them, which really hurt us. We lost Cam Williams, who's a terrific shooter, got him going. They got some layups and dunks on the break, and we're going to have to do a much better job of that tomorrow.
Lyles had some pretty big games in Big Ten play this year. What kind of challenge does he pose in terms of just being able to go off something?
Yeah, he's a big guard. You know, he reminds me a little bit of who we had. You know, we had Jershawn the last cut, and Jershawn had injuries, but when Jershawn was healthy, you know, that 6'5" kind of big point guard that can use his size to get to a spot, has the ability to score. He's a really good passer. He's got great vision. And, you know, coming off a big game at Wisconsin, 27 points and made shots and got in the lane, and certainly when he's playing like that, he gives them a dimension that they don't have.
I think it's been nearly 40 years since Northwestern won at Ohio State. Does that play into
that
things
soon?
At all, or do you guys just view it as any other game?
I mean, I didn't even know that. I mean, you know, I know that we haven't beaten them there since I've been there, so, you know, that's the only thing I know. I don't really look into the history books that much for a lot of that kind of stuff. I mean, that's not fair to any of these guys. You know, the only history these guys have, this current team, is that we lost to them a month ago. So we tried to learn from that film, learn from, you know, what we did against them. I'm sure they're going to do the same, and there'll be some adjustments on both sides, and hopefully we can play well and put ourselves in a position to win on the road.
After giving Dererk pardon to start last game, what's your plan for the center position moving forward?
Yeah, I'm going to stay with Dererk. Thought he did a good job. I thought he brought energy to the game. You know, the other two guys too are dealing with stress fractures. So, you know, the other thing about that is it allows me to manage their minutes a little bit and make more effective use of what they can give from a health perspective. So I think for, you know, Derek's growth and where he's headed, I think he was ready for it. Thought he did a really good job. You know, I didn't think he was intimidated at all by starting the game. Scored the first basket. We went to him right away. And his energy and enthusiasm, I thought, got us off to a great start the other night.
In terms of the injuries you guys are dealing with, is everyone still good to go for tomorrow?
Yeah, everybody's good to go. I mean, it's just with Alex and Joey's feet, I mean, that's going to be an ongoing thing all year. I mean, those type of injuries need extended rest, and with them being seniors, that's just not going to happen, and they want to be out there. So you try to manage it the best you can in between games, get them enough reps so they know the game plan and are sharp enough, and then they're gutting it out and giving us all they can give, which you know, as a coach, that's all I can ask of them.
Speaking of injuries, is he back out there a lot taking shots? Is he coming along nicely?
Yeah, he's coming along great. He's getting ready for a big milestone for what he had. They look at him after 12 weeks, and that's coming up, I think, in sometime this week. And, you know, hopefully he can get clearance to start doing more and more. You know, he's still a ways away from being cleared for full activity basketball-wise, but, you know, the fact that he's moving around, his rehab's coming along. I've really noticed a big growth in him from a maturity standpoint, especially in the last month. He's really been able to attack his body. He's really attacked with strength and conditioning, what he can do, nutrition. He's gotten up. He's about 205 pounds now, you know, which when he first got injured, he was about 190. So, you know, that's he's really trying to attack that, getting stronger, working on his body. And I just noticed in his voice more these last couple weeks. And he's got a good voice in the locker room and huddles. And hopefully this time off, you hate it. It's really hurt our team, no question. He's one of our best players. But hopefully we can look back and say that this year, you know, from an off-the-court perspective with his attention to detail, with his habits and his work ethic, it just raised everything another level as we head into next year.
What's the preparation different? You've already played this team once. Is there any different preparation in preparing for a team that you've already seen?
Well, I think it gives you a little idea what they tried to do against you. I mean, and both teams will make adjustments. I mean, we'll do some different things. They will, I'm sure, as well. But, having a frame of reference of what they were trying to accomplish against us, and for them as well, what we were trying to do against them. And our guys could see maybe some openings against their defense, the things they were trying to do to take away Brian and Trey. How can we help those guys out? How can we get some other guys some open looks, and how can we learn from some of our mistakes? I said we had some real careless turnovers, and I thought had poor shot selection at time in that game, which led to them getting some real easy baskets in a game that was tied with 8 minutes to go. So, hopefully those things can all be learning experience as we head into tomorrow.
Have you noticed any renewed confidence in your team since the Minnesota game?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, no, sure. We're all human beings. I think we played today's poll, we had number 2, number 3, and number 5 in the country. So we play those 3 teams all in a row, 2 of them on the and we got beat up by that. Those 3 teams can all win the whole thing. So, our effort was there, but you go into those games and you play hard and you get drilled, that affects your confidence. So for us to come home and play the way we did, I thought was huge on Thursday night. To see the ball go in the basket, to get our mojo back a little bit, I thought was a big thing as we head into these last 7 games, because we still have an opportunity to achieve a lot of our goals, and I know the guys are excited about that.
When you say your goals, are those numbers of wins? Or
yeah, just goals in terms of our main goal was we wanted to be in position in February and March to play games that mattered, where you weren't just playing out the string. We have 16 wins, in the first week of February. Nobody, me as a head coach, and none of the guys on our team have ever been on a team that have had 16 wins. So they're on the best team they've ever played on. And we feel we have a lot of opportunities to get wins, put ourselves in a position to play games that matter and be in the conversation to have meaningful games in February and March, which is something for this program, to me, is a big sign of progress for where we want to go. All right, thanks, guys.
So Coach said he plans to start you again against Ohio State after you got your first start against Minnesota. How does starting help your mentality and rhythm in a game?
Well, I don't feel it really helps my mentality. I just feel like I just go out there and play every day. Coming off the bench or starting doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to play hard.
Against Ohio State last time, you got 14 rebounds but had sort of a down performance offensively. How do you plan to approach this game?
Just I've been working, just with the coach and everything on different post moves, different ways to get open shots at the basket. We just got a better game plan now. We plan to win.
You've got one of the best field goal percentages in the conference. I know for a lot of big guys coming into college, it's a tough transition. How do you think you've been able to be so efficient on offense?
Just keep my energy up. I crash the boards a lot, so that's where I get a lot of my shots from. Just being active on both ends of the court and just running. Running really gets me a lot of my buckets in transition.
Defensively, the team looked a lot better against Minnesota. How do you envision the defensive game plan is going to work against an Ohio State team that has struggled offensively at times this year?
I feel it'll go good. We got back in the film room. We have a better game plan now for them, so I feel it'll go pretty well.
Do you expect to play more man or more zone against Ohio State?
Well, our zone's been pretty good for us, so that's what I think we're going to stick with.
How have you settled in as the season's gone along from redshirting the first couple months now after a couple months of play?
Well, I've just realized the season is very long, so I just got to take care of my body and just do the little things that can help me improve on my game.
Dererk, what will it be like for you to go back to Ohio? Do you have a lot of family and friends planning coming?
Yeah, I have a lot of family and friends coming. There's a lot of people there. It'll be a good atmosphere, Played there 3 years in a row for a state, so I think it'll be real fun going back.
Do you think that familiarity with having been there before will help you out a little bit, having been in that arena?
Yeah, I feel like it relaxed me a little bit, just being there, just coming back, a lot of memories there, so I feel like it relaxed me a lot.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Derek.